today. So, today's video is, per request, how to do skin tones. So we're going to try to tackle this monumental task to try to help you guys to see how I do skin tones. So let me show you a few skin tones that I've already done. I have done these 4 individuals here in the Americana, Creative Haven Americana book. And let's see if you guys can see that well enough. Excuse me, guys. I also did this little girl here. I was kind of going for like a Latina kind of look, you know, with that brown undertone. Okay. I also, in the creative coloring characters, I finished, where is she? This lovely caramel diva here. Okay. Excuse me. I also did this one that I still need to finish. This lovely redhead here. And I really wanted her skin to be that red undertone, that freckle type look that kind of matches that redhead look. So we did her, and we did her with the Spirit Farben pencils. We did this one with Prismacolor. Did this one with Hero pencils. And I did this one with Hero pencils. So Hero, Prisma, Spirit Farben. So guys, this one I have actually been working on, but I wanted to make her a really, really, really dark skin tone. And I tell you guys, it was rough. This one was the first one that I was like, I almost gave up on it. But you know my motto, I never give up on a picture, right? I always figure there's a way to fix it. So FYI, let me put you a little closer. Just so you know, the darker the skin tone is, the more difficult it is to achieve it. Because it takes more layers, it takes more color, you know? So you really have to be able to blend seamlessly. It's easier to achieve a peachy skin tone, a lot lighter skin tone, because the colors blend more seamlessly because they're light. But when you start getting darker colors, it's more difficult, just, you know, just to put that out there. But we're going to work on it. So I was like, natural talent won't cover that. You got to practice, girl, if you want to do that. So, of course, I'm up for the challenge always, guys. So today we are going to be coloring these interesting characters from the Coloring Creative Characters book. And we're going to see what we can do with them. And I think I will be using multiple pencils. I'll probably use Prismacolor and Spirit Farben pencils, and I may try the, what's the name of the other pencils? Sargent Art. I may see how the blending works with them. So it's good to, you know, use your largest set when you're trying to do something that you're really not comfortable with. I'll put that over here because you have more colors to choose from and you don't have to do as much mixing and all that good stuff. So I know it's probably safer if you're not comfortable with just jumping right in and adding color to the page. It's safer for you to use a scratch paper. And I think I need a scratch paper like to clean my blender off at least. But I really don't do a lot of scratch paper usage with my coloring. Because I'm like, oh, well, if I mess it up, I'll just try to fix it. So, yes. So, guys, we're going to start with the Prismacolor. All right, guys, let's try to get this going. All right, so I will be trying to check this phone every now and then. So if you hear me just stop, guys, I'm checking this phone to make sure, this camera, to make sure it's not turning off on me. So I need to put, these are my, what am I dropping here? These are all my work in progress pencils. So I'm just going to put those back up in their proper places until we finish with what we're doing. Apparently, I'm never going to go back to that work in progress ever again. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I need to get back to my work in progress. But it's just so hard to, you know, do your work in progress when you're just all over the place. When you love being all over the place. Now, light umber, where did you come from? I guess you're here. And 70% warm gray. Putting my pencils up, guys. OCD does not allow. Wait a minute, what is this? 50, okay, there we go. All right, I guess that's good enough, whatever. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's do this. Yes. So, guys, okay, yes, I have a reference photo. Sorry if I bumped you guys. I have a reference photo of the first one I need to start with, which is more of an olive type skin tone. Okay. There's my reference photo. And we're going to try to do this one here, more of an olive type skin tone. So let me look at her. All right. So it's kind of a green olive type skin tones. And her highlights are going to be, of course, in the T-zone, under the eye, right at the chin. The shadows are going to be under the neck, around the perimeter of the forehead, and around the perimeter of the face. Now, we don't have to do all them cheekbones and stuff that she got, guys, okay? But yes, so we got that. So know before you start skin tones, know where your highlights and shadows are going to go. But I usually start, I'm going to put this reference photo over here so I can look at it. We're going to make her olive. She looks Latina. Okay. So let me get my, okay, so far it looks like artichoke and ginger root will be my good, you know, some good olivey skin tones. And we have green olive here, but that's a bit too dark. I mean, that would be good for shadows, I believe. That would be good for my dark, dark, dark shadows. Sandbar brown is a good brown olive look also. So yeah, let's pull those out. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. We'll definitely do artichoke, ginger root, and my darkest color will be the green olive. No, green ochre. What am I talking about? Olive, guys. That's why. That's what you get for reading upside down. All right, here we go. Ginger root and artichoke. Find those. Okay, got my artichoke. I have my ginger root. Yes, got those too. Okay. And the darkest color will be the green ochre. Yes, green ochre. Now, where are you, green ochre? And you notice I did not go with the olive green. Where is olive green anyway? Oh yeah, olive green. Do not do olive green, guys. No way. No. Okay, so yes, green ochre. It's more of a, you're looking for more of a brownish green. There we go, right here, green ochre. Okay, so this ginger root will be our lightest, which we'll use this to mostly blend. And our artichoke will be our base color. and for highlights. The ginger root is for highlights and a blending. Artichoke, base color. Green ochre. That's not ochre. That's, well, maybe they misspelled ochre without the H. I don't know, whatever. The green ochre. The vert ochre. Okay, anyway. The green ochre, whatever. That's going to be our shadows and our deeper color, okay? So that's it. Yes, we can move that out of the way. Now, you guys know I'm heavy-handed. But when I'm doing skin tones, that's the one time that I'm light layers, you know, because you have to do lighter layers with skin tones in order to achieve them. Heavy hand does not give them their dimension. So let's start off with our base color, which is artichoke. And I'm just going to do one flat color on her. Very lightly. Now, I know you're probably like, what? Niecy's doing something light-handed? The storm is coming. And try not to turn your pencil barrel so that you won't get those harsh lines. As a matter of fact, let's try. No, that's not going to work. Where is my... Okay, I can't find the... Okay, I'm messing up now, guys. I can't find where I was coloring with, the area that I was coloring with. Now I got one big giant pencil line. Well, whatever. We're going to blend and work with it. Skin is not perfect. Unless you're a Hollywood superstar, then maybe it is. Now, since she has bangs, it will be darker under here too. So this will be your darker area all the way around, and then right under her neck, and then all the edges would be darker. That's where you're going to have shadows. All right. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So that's the one light layer of the artichoke. All right. So now let's work on our darker areas like our shadows. So we're going to do another light layer right in the perimeter of her bangs. Oh, let me go ahead and do her neck, guys. I'm sorry. Light layer of the artichoke, number 1098. And the neck usually is a little bit darker, so we can make sure that is just a little bit darker. You're still going to see white space, so don't worry about that just yet. There we go. Now let's get into our green ochre. We're just going to call that ochre. I don't know what it is, but green, whatever that is, ochre, number 1091. And work on our shadows. For the base coat, I did lines, and right for this part, since I don't want it to be like covering a whole large area, I'm doing small circles. I don't usually color in small circles. I usually color in like strokes. Now I'm doing strokes. So let's go around her face, light layer. Around, around, around. And let's go around the perimeter of her neck, each side. And let's do under her neck. I'm starting with small circles again. Okay, that's coming along already pretty good. I need to do her some cheekbones, really. So let's do her a little bit of cheekbones. Barely come out like that. There we go. That looks pretty good. Just a little line out like that. There we go. Okay, she got some cheekbones, guys. What? Look at them cheekbones. Ooh, she's foxy. Okay. So now let's go back with our artichoke number 1098. And let's go over the whole thing again with another light layer. And I think I'm using big circles now, like large circles. I try to tell you guys every little detail that I'm doing because I know that matters in a tutorial. Like what kind of pressure I have, what kind of strokes I'm using. Because I know that's what I want in a tutorial. I want to know everything you're doing, what you feel, you know. So I think I'm doing a mixture of like strokes and large circles. I'm stroking now. That didn't sound good. Oh, that sounded horrible. Okay. And it looks like this line here is like where you should have your dark part anyway. They kind of helped you out. And right here, that's interesting. They kind of help you out to tell you where you should have your darker area. Well, I better go back in. I better fix that. Let me put my lighter color there too then. And then we'll just blend it all the way out. Well, thank you. And then this little area right here is going to be dark too, where the throat is, you know, not the Adam's apple, because we women not supposed to have Adam's apples, are we? No. Okay, there we go. So that's that. She's looking kind of cute, guys. So let's get our green ochre. And let's go back over put that dark part right there. Let's go back over with pretty light pressure all of our areas that's supposed to have more shadow. I was just filling in those lines, guys. So now let's go back into our area that's supposed to have shadow. So I'm doing small circles. Small circles and kind of going outward. on the perimeter. Now let's give her her cheekbones back a little bit more. Get the neck, under the neck. Okay. Excuse me. Now, guys, now what we want to do is start with our lightest color, which is the ginger root. And we want to go over the entire thing lightly. So it's kind of a blend. We're kind of blending with this one, but not really, not a whole lot. Not really blending. We're just kind of trying to, well, I guess we are blending. Trying to melt those colors a little bit better together. And I need to take my artichoke, and this is supposed to be dark too, right under the lip. See, this picture is actually telling you exactly what to do. Interesting. I'm using large circles and strokes. Okay, let's come up here. All right, now let's get this part down here, her neck. Okay. All right, guys. So now let's get our Prismacolor blender and see if we can make this all a lot more seamless. Let me make sure my blender is clean. You know I'll get to blaming you guys if my blender is not clean. All right, there we go. Clean blender. Yes. So now let's start on the neck and just see if we're pretty much done with everything. Probably should have started with the lighter area because I don't want to pull the darker area into the lighter area. But I didn't do that. Oh well. Okay. All right, so I guess I'll just start with the darker area still. I'm kind of light with my blender. I'm just going to do all those darker areas and then I'll clean my blender off. All right, now let's clean the blender because I don't want that darker to come off of onto my lighter area. Okay, so now we're getting the lighter area done. A little bit lighter handed. can go over all of it. I want to make those cheekbones a little more seamless. Okay. Now it's time for the finishing touches, which I would like a lighter, excuse me, a lighter color to really just blend everything into each other. So maybe French gray would be my best thing to use. So let's try French gray over all of it. Don't want to use white because this is a darker skin tone. And this is definitely olive. This is definitely an olive skin tone. Yes, that is working perfectly. That's doing exactly what we wanted to do. That's it. That's it, guys. All right. So that's that. That's that olive skin tone. What do you think? So again, the 4 colors we used were the, let's see, the base was the artichoke. Then we did the shadows with the green ochre. And then we did the highlights and lighter areas with the ginger root. And we finished the whole thing off. Well, we blended it together with the Prisma colorless blender. And then we blended everything together with the French gray, 10% French gray, 1068. So those are the 4 colors and the blender that we used for our Latina girl. So let's see how much she looks like the reference photo. Let's see, reference photo. Close enough. All right, guys. Now, let's give you an outward shot. So there she is. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's your olive skin toned girly. We'll do her hair and eyes and all that good stuff another time. So now, let's try another skin tone. So, who should we try next? Should we try a lighter skin tone or a darker skin tone? Let's try a little bit lighter. He looks, I don't want to do him yet. let's do him. He looks like some type of Latino general or something. Okay. We're going to do him we're going to do him a lot lighter. So let's zoom in. Here we go. Now, let's pick out our colors for him. Let me get my color chart. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So what do I want my base color for him to be? So I wanted him to be a lot lighter. I want for his base color to be thinking, guys. I'm thinking. I think I want for him to be like a peach beige base. And his shadows, beige sienna. and ginger root for his highlights. Well, not really his highlights, but let's see. Peach beige, beige sienna. Trying to put these colors together and see them in my mind. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Beige sienna and peach beige, and I know I'm going to need a little bit of, maybe I'll do cream this time as the blender pencil. And I said I was going to use another type of pencil, didn't I? I'll use another type of pencil later. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. I think I want to break this video up into parts. So how about I come back with his skin tone in a separate video, so you guys can kind of choose what color tutorial you would like to get. So, hey, I'll be right back, guys, in part 2 of this skin tone tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, guys, we are back with our part 2 of our skin tone tutorial. And now we're going to go with more of a peachy beige skin tone. Our last video, part 1, was an olive skin tone, more of a darker skin tone. Now we're going with our more peachy kind of undertone. So the 4 pencils I will be using will be, let's see, for my base coat, base layer, I want peach beige, which is 1085. Prismacolor, we're using Prismacolor again. For my darker shadows, I'm using 1080 beige sienna. And I think for the lighter areas, I'm thinking of ginger root number 1084, but I'm not quite sure. We'll see how that works out. And for the entire thing, to blend it all together, to give it that seamless look, we're going to do cream 914 along with our colorless blender. So let's get started with our base color, which is peach beige. And of course, we have our light layer. And he has a round face, so he doesn't need any cheekbones. He's a little round-faced baby. But I love coloring people and hair and all that good stuff. That's fun to me. Scenes, nature scenes, interior decorating, fashion. Those are like super fun. So you're always going to have like a darker color under the hair. That's where your shadows are going to be, and around the perimeter of the face. All right, guys, I don't know what is going on with my camera right now, but it's turning off and getting crazy. So I did the, let's see, first I started with the peach beige, then I did the shadows with the beige sienna. And now I'm going back in. Let me zoom you guys in. There we go. I'm going back in with his shadow of beige sienna. right. Now let's go over all of his skin for the most part with ginger root. Let's see. And when you're doing a lighter skin tone, you don't have to do as many layers, and it's just a little bit easier. Now let's do his neck. Now, I think I would like his shadow a little bit more defined. So let's go back in with our beige sienna. And kind of go under his eyes, around the perimeter, and I went under, not under his eyes, but kind of near his cheek. And under the hair, the neck, under the chin, and the perimeter, and right at his shirt. That little nose part right there. Okay, now let's use our blender. Clean it off. And let's lightly try to blend all of this together. I'm going a little fast with this, guys, because I didn't want these tutorials to be too long and difficult and painful. All right. Show you how easy it is just to get some quick stuff done. Now let's take our cream and go on the highlighted areas. Under the eyes, right under the cheek. Oh yeah, that's doing it right. That's cream number 914. Under the eyes, under the nose, right under the lip. Where else? Highlight right here on the neck, in the middle part of the neck. Not underneath the chin or on the perimeter, but this part of the neck right here. Okay, that's it. That's the lighter one. So he's more of a peach chocolate. He's more of a peach mocha. All right. So those are our two darker skin tones. We have the olive, and I think I would put these two videos together. We have our olive and then our peach mocha. That's what we're going to call them. So let me zoom you guys out. There we go. So that's our demonstration. I may come back to you guys, and you can leave comments below to let me know if you would like to see these two done. I would love to do her. And I think this one is for you. Happy Cupcake Kisses. I think that's who was like, Niecy, what's wrong with pale people? What's wrong? I was like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with pale. Pale is awesome. So I want to make her very, very, very pale. I mean, like, she has not seen the light of day because she just looks like that's what she would be, right? And I want him to be like this Latino general that's like very dark, but like Still Latino man, okay? So yeah, guys, there we go. We have it. So there we have it. So thank you so much for joining. And I think this will be an entire video, one compilation, because I was able to finish him like in 2.3 seconds. So we are done. Done. So I hope this helped you figure out how to do skin a little bit better. And if you'd like for me to try to do another one or expound on it, just let me know. I'm here for you guys, okay? So thanks for joining. Bye.